Oh, yeah. She's a brew date.
I said, here we go again.
There we go. Just first sipski of the Fuller's clone. She's a doozy. We'll do a taste test. She's brew day. Getting it on. And we're getting it in ya. All right, there is the Brewer's Edge in Mad Dog's Bar Garage. We brought her over here. We're going to fire it up. We're going to use that bad boy. We're going to sparge with my propane burner. We're going to do it up like that. We're doing John Palmer's Amber Ale. I got his recipe there. What's it called for? Let's do that first, my man. So it's an Amber Ale from John Palmer's book, How to Brew. I think it's called. What's that say? How to Brew.
How to brew.
How to Brew. Page 220, I believe. Yep, 220. Calls for 8 pounds of British Pale Ale, 1 pound of Cristal 60, 1 pound of Cristal 90, half pound of flake wheat, 60-minute hop edition Centennial, half an ounce. Where'd you go, Matt? There you are. And then
that's 1 ounce, isn't it?
Right there, half pound for the Centennial, 1 ounce for the Mount Hood at 30 minutes, and 1 ounce for Willamette at 15, which we might actually, because we're going back to the no chill. I'm going to pitch the pitch the East tomorrow, so I don't lose another batch. So we may actually drop, instead of doing the 15, we may drop the hops right into the chill cube. So I was able to do all the ingredients except the British Pale Ale I couldn't source out over here, so I'm using 8 pounds of Maris Otter. And instead of the Cristal 90, 1 pound, I'm doing Cristal 80. So that's what we got. So here's the Brewer's Edge, baby. We are mashing and boiling. Step number 1 to this bad boy is to add the water. I did a test run in the bad boy yesterday. I was highly impressed on a couple things, how fast it got up to strike temperature, which we're going to 162 degrees is where we're going today. We're going to, after we mash in, we'll probably keep the mash at about 152. We'll check the instructions from Johnny Boy. And I was also impressed at how it maintains heat. That thing maintains heat like crazy. I left there for a few hours later and came back and it was still too hot to the touch, and that was totally turned off, unplugged. So we're going to fire that bad thing up. We're going to add the water, and we'll be back when we're back. Any words of wisdom?
Got nothing. Drawing a blank here.
Give him a couple pours, and he'll have lots to tell you. Oh! What do we got? What's that say? 150. Let's zoom that in so they can see this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see that? I can't see if they can see that. Can you see if they see that? Right to that. That's pretty cool. So we're heading up to 162. We're at 155. We didn't keep time. I don't know how long it took. When I did the test run, it took 45 minutes. Probably taking a little longer because the water was cooler that we put in, and we're outside and it's cold as, I was going to say balls, but balls aren't cold.
Cold as fuck. No, it's actually not that cold.
Right?
It's cool. It's not cold.
It's cold.
Canada,
it snowed today,
Canada,
and it's
this
April.
like,
what's today? 23rd, 22, April 22nd. Snowed. Snowed, man. Not cool. Anyway, so when that hits 162, we'll be back. We're going to mash in, and I'll tell you what we're going to do after that. Any words of wisdom, Madam? Yeah. So, what we got here, we got a little Mad Dog heating up some sparge water. Little sparge. So what we've been doing, guys, we're getting used to this Brewer's Edge. Now, my man Craig, he's got it all insulated, and I was pretty impressed that this thing held water temperature. And I didn't think it needed to be insulated, but I'm starting to understand why he's done it. Right now, we originally set the temperature 155, and what we found was we believe it's got a 5-degree Fahrenheit sensitivity, where if you set it at 155, once it hits 150, the thermostat kicks in, but it shot it up to 168. Now, the instructions on the manual said mash at 150. What we're finding is that once it hits 150, it tends to maintain the temperature around the 150 mark much more consistently. Right now, we're at 146. So we believe at 145, the element's going to kick in and it's going to head back up. What we're curious to find out is how high it heads back up. So it's a learning experience, and we'll fill you in, won't we, Mad Dog? Yeah. How long we've been mashing for 45 minutes. We're going to do a mash out at 168. So we're getting the sparge water going. So we can probably actually turn that down low. It doesn't need to be done fast. We'll turn that down. We're going to get, I don't know, I got to figure out what temperature we're going to get that to. And probably about 168. And we'll be back. Any words of wisdom yet?
Keep your glasses full.
Even though ours are half full.
Yeah. No, three quarter.
146. This is interesting. It's an experiment. We're going to figure this thing out. Looking forward to my buddy Craig input on this as well. But I was hoping this thing when 1 or 2 degrees under your mash temperature, then it would kick on and, you know, hit the mash temperature and stop.
I think it's got a plus or minus of like 5 or 6 degrees.
5, but when it kicked in at 155, it shot like 12 degrees, went up to like 168.
Because you stirred it though.
Because I stirred it. Anyway, we're going to figure this shit out. We'll let you know, because that's what we do.
Go deep.
Debo! Debo! All right, little update. We got it figured out. So we got it set at 150. The thermostat on this sumbitch kicks in 6 degrees below. So 144 she kicked, 144 she kicked in.
Yeah.
But when she kicks in, she then shoots it up past the temperature to 8 degrees. Are we still at 158?
What it did was, when it got to 150, it turned the element off, but there's still residual heat in the element.
So it shoots
So
up.
it actually brings it up higher by about 8 degrees than what you got it set at, and it won't kick on until you're 6 degrees below what you got it set
Below.
at. So you gotta document that shit.
We're documenting that shit. It's filming it. It's documented. This is a Mad Dog Big Rob documentary. Documentary.
Yeah.
Now we know why our boy Craig in Maryland insulated the shit out of his shit. Because once it gets around 150, even without insulation, it drops slow. It drops slow, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's why the instructions say to mash temperature 150, even though my recipe calls for 155. But there's a reason why they say 150. All right, any other words of wisdom? I need a beer.
I'm not sure I'd let that thermometer sit on the edge of that while it's on the propane burner.
Yeah, that's a good call. We're gonna destroy the mercury on the propane burner. Yeah, she's getting hot fast. 180. We good. We'll be back. Oh, that's getting hot. Yeah. All right. So we hit mash out.
We back?
We back.
Who's watching?
Everybody. The world's watching.
The world is watching.
So we're trying to figure out the mash out, what temperature to stop the damn thermostat on, because we knew it was going to continue on. We didn't want to go past 170. We're at 170 right now. It's going to go past.
Yeah.
When did we stop at 162, 163, I think. We turned off the thermometer. What is it? What the fuck is it? It's
Thermostat.
Oh! Have another pour.
Thermostat.
What he said. Turn that off 163, and she's now at 171. Craig, I understand why you're insulating the shit out of this son of a bitch. It's pretty cool so far. Just got to figure it out. We got to fine tune it. Got to get it down. Got to know when to do it. We got to insulate it, so we got to do that. 171 doesn't seem to be moving fast past there. So we're mashing it for 15 minutes. We got the sparge water ready to go, and then we're gonna sparge. Words of wisdom, Mad Dog.
Sparge the shit out of it. Taking a piss. That's what it sounds like.
The sparge has commenced.
Funked all in there.
Shimmer down now, Mad Dog. So what we did, we mashed out as much as we could. Now we pulled the grain basket up and out, gave it a little twist, rest there nicely, let her drain. We got our sparge water, perfect temperature. We're now just gonna slowly pour it in here till we hit, the instructions say 5.5 gallons. I think Craig's doing 6 gallons. Maybe we'll go in between that.
5 3/4.
5 3/4. We crazy. That's what we're doing, guys. So you ain't gonna get to see us do that. We'll be back once the boil starts. So right now, what the instructions on this thing called the Brewer's Edge says, crank up right now to 218 Fahrenheit, which is again that 6-degree swing that we figured out to keep it at 212, which is boil. So we're going to do that now. So while we're sparging, starting to heat up the water to boil. We'll be back. Yeah, I don't know what the hell just happened, man, but the video cut the hell off. Fuck! Damn!
Ain't got time for that shit.
So I don't even know what the hell I was saying, so I'm going to say it all again. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, this thing here. It ain't used to Canada. It's made in California. Canada's cold, so we're inside. It's snowing. We got hail today. We got ice rain. It's in April. It's end April, almost May, for Pete's sakes. So this thing can't keep a boil going with the cover off. So we're gonna have to insulate this like Craig. What's up, Craig? Smokey!
Smoking.
Craig. Today it worked for days. Job. Till week.
Job.
Yeah. So back to the subject.
Ain't got no job.
Ain't got shit to do.
Ain't got shit to do.
Gonna get you high.
Yeah.
So smells good. The point is, this thing's supposed to set at 218 and bring it to a boil of 212. We got it 223. Cover half on, half off, and we can keep it at 214. Take it off, she drops down too fast. So that's cool. I mean, we're plugging it into what's it called, a 110.
Yeah.
1600 watt heater. So that's cool. We gotta do a little modification for Canada. That's where we're at. First hop edition. Throw it in there, Mad Dog. Supposed to do 0.5 of what? Centennial? There he goes again with his old hop shack.
Hop edition number 1.
We're going 1 ounce instead of 0.5 in John Palmer's. We said, you know, what's this 0.5? Let's bitter that son of a bitch up. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back. I don't know when we'll be back. We'll be back. Oh, we're actually no chilling, so we put the first hop edition 15 minutes into the boil instead of the 60 mark. We put it at the 45 mark. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about no more, Mad Dog. So we go. Again. Still on. Can't get it off, Mad Dog. Second hop edition. Yep. So, this one was supposed to go in at 30-minute mark, but because we're gonna no chill, we moved that ahead 15 minutes. So we got 15 minutes left in the bowl. These are 1 ounce Mount Hood ski into the pot ski. Anything to say, Mad Dog?
No.
Nope. That's it.
That's it.
We gone. Brew day. She gone. She gone.
Great success.
Now we're getting it in. Yeah. The brew was on. Now she gone. There she sits. Right there. Right there. No chill cube. The shit out of that. I can't remember what we did, but we hit all the hop editions. We hit the war flock. We had some success with the old mash and boil. There, Mad Dog. What do you guys say, Mad Dog?
Yep.
Yeah. That's it. So, you got to tune back in, and let me see. It's going to take... I don't even do the old hydrometer. I just let it ride 2 weeks. We're going to put some... Tomorrow morning, I'm going to put some 05 up in that. US. It's not US.
US 05. Safal US 05.
US 05. Shouldn't question Mad Dog. He knows his shit. And then, yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow. And she'll ferment for 2 weeks. And then... we're going to drink that shit. Because we're going to put that in the keg. And that's going to be like ready in like 2 days. And we're going to start drinking it. So you got like 2 weeks and 2 days. Tune in for the taste test. Big Rob is back. He got his brew on. And now he's getting it into him. Yeah. Mad Dog, say goodbye to the crew. Yeah. So, morning after review of the brew day. Made the amber from John Palmer's How to Brew book. I'm just actually, I last night I no chilled it in the no chill cube. Worked out good. I just racked it over to the primary fermenter and pitched the yeast. So all good there. Not going to lose a batch, leaving it in the no chill for 4 or 5 days like I did last time. Thoughts, let me think. I'm just checking I'm letting the hydrometer settle. It's got a few bubbles. The OG was supposed to be anywhere between 1.045 and 1.06. It looks like it's hitting around 1.052 perhaps. Again, just waiting for the bubbles to settle, so that's cool. Hit the OG. Gonna check my efficiency to see how the old mash and boil made out. Thoughts on the mash and boil? Love the machine. It's cool. Definitely got to get used to it a little bit. Like we're talking about the fluctuation in the temperatures. Much better than obviously just throwing it into a cooler like I used to do for mashing. We also have to take into consideration that we're brewing outside, and it's been cold up around these parts again. April 23rd today, yesterday 22nd, and it snowed. Not cool, not cool. So we're brewing outside in Mad Dog's garage, so that would have affected the temperature. I did note that once it got down to about 150 degrees Fahrenheit, that it kind of hung around there, so slowed down in its decrease. Didn't like that when I cranked up the temperature on it, or I didn't crank it up. Once the temperature dropped down 6 degrees Fahrenheit under the mash temperature that I had set, the heater came on and then it fired it up like, I can't remember, you'd have to watch the video again, but probably went up about 8 degrees over where I wanted to go, so about 158 I think it was, or maybe even more than that. So I didn't like that part, but again, that's why I guess like Craig and the boys have an insulating jacket on it, so it kind of maintains around the correct temperature. And I was surprised because when I did my test run, that thing held its temperature great, but again, that was indoors. So my next one I think I will do indoors or on a warmer day, and we'll see. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the brew day. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Head over to makebeereasy.com. I teach you how to make beer easy, and that's what it's all about with the Big Rob. And yeah, that's it, guys. Cheers. Have yourself a great Sunday. Big Rob is out.